Well, hello everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we made it back to our home of Outset Island and found that it has been ravaged by monsters, including the choo-choos that you can see morphing into one another under the dock, and it's one of the weirder things I've ever seen in this game. I mean, I know that they can form on top of water, but I've never seen anything like that. Anyway, we found that the island is a bit worse for wear and that our grandma was not feeling well. Fortunately, we were able to heal her. Are you ready? If that is the case, then we must search for the cave around the backside of Outset Island, where Jabun is said to hide. Yes, the King of Red Lion said it better than I could. It is finally time to go around to the back of Outset Island. This is weird. I've never seen the choo-choos come out this far. It is time to attempt to blast our way into the back of the island because Jabun has the last pearl, which we desperately need, and Beetle's shopship will not move out of my way. This is weird. Okay, let's just go around this way. I usually go around the other way for some reason, but let's go this way. Well, that whirlpool looks menacing. And we're now stuck in it. So basically, we have to blast away this door while we're stuck in this whirlpool going around. Now, this is where already having an upgrade to the bomb bag really comes in handy because you do not want to run out of bombs here. If you run out, you're basically stuck until the whirlpool sucks you in completely. On the other hand, it helps to be able to fire a lot because you don't have a tremendous amount of time. Obviously, you want to direct your fire as much as you can at the glowing piece, though the trajectory is a little difficult to find. They actually went so far as to put a little vector showing the arc of a bomb you're about to shoot in the HD remake. I'm guessing specifically because of this part. Come on, this is not going well. As you can see, the more times you go around the whirlpool, the closer you get to the center. And the more it screws with your angles. But there we go, one part down. Yeah, you can see I started with 60 bombs and now I'm down under 30. So if you had just 30, you'd be in more trouble. Okay, second part down. Incidentally, the music here plays to one of my theories in that incredible tension is created when you have very low piano keys playing seemingly dissonant patterns. But there goes the door. So the music is gone. Well met indeed, Jabun. I am pleased to see that you are safe. Yes, it seems Ganon has returned. There can be no other explanation. Unfortunately, that is not so. The one I have brought with me has no connection to the legendary one. And yet I sense great promise in his courage, in the courage that this one possesses. I do. It is the only way. You got Nehru's pearl. The water spirit Jabun was kind enough to give you this jewel, a treasure of one of the goddesses. So, that foul rain and endless night were indeed elements of a curse brought on us by Ganon. He must intend to cast this land into pure darkness for all time. I believe I have. Well, we didn't understand all of that, but at least the King of Red Lions did. Ganon's curse has been broken by the power of the pearl that Jabun gave us, so morning should come soon. It is well that we have gathered all of the pearls. Are you ready, Link? I have marked the places where you must set the pearls on your sea chart. Once you have placed each of the pearls in its proper location, the proving grounds for your courage will become apparent. Clearly, the search for Jabun has shown that Ganon has begun to make efforts to block our path forward. It is certain that the perils ahead will be greater than any you have faced thus far. You should finish any business you have here on Outset right now, so that you shall not have any regrets later. Yes, there is something I would like to attend to while we are still here. And it involves what that one guy was saying about a fairy-looking person disappearing into a rock in the fairy forest. And you may remember way back in the beginning of the game when we explored the forest, we looked at a supposed fairy fountain that had a gigantic rock in front of it. And now that we know, now that we have a way we can blow up rocks on a whim, might be the perfect time to revisit that. Extra chew jelly is always good. But I've had enough of dealing with these guys. So, we revisit the very start of our adventure. And we discover the horror. Minblins have arrived on Outset Island, and if I had to bet, are making it impossible for the villagers to sleep at night with all this na 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 na. Hopefully that'll quiet things down a little bit. Now there was one slight problem the guy mentioned. Oh yeah, the bridge is gone. So how are we gonna get over there, you might ask? Well, oh, what's this guy doing here? Oh, so close. If only I could fly to the top of that hill. If only beneath that rock head. The Oh, I nearly spoke aloud without thinking. It is a secret. Yes, quite a secret. Okay, that is interesting. If we follow his telescope gaze with our own telescope, there's a giant rock head over there. And it sounds like something important... Oops, didn't mean to talk to him again. Something important is hidden underneath it. But we can't do anything with that right now. Unfortunately, even though it might look like it, we can't blow up those rock heads with bombs. However, he did mention flying, and while we can't fly to there... Well, we could fly to there. I think we could fly to there now, but... Speaking of flying, perhaps that is a way that we could go where the bridge used to go. And again, this is why I really like the full-screen top-down compass, even though Link was obscured by a tree there. And so, this rock should give us enough of a vantage point that if I can just line myself up. This is where pressing L to reset the camera behind you really helps. Go back up, come on. If we get enough of a jump, and the wind is facing the right direction, we can fly, we can soar into the air. Seriously, look up that song, Kitty Hawk by Livingston Taylor. It's an amazing song. If you never thought it was possible to write an absolutely beautiful and moving song about the Wright brothers, it's possible. Just listen to that song. Yes, more monsters have invaded. There are now Mothulas living in the fairy forest. So it definitely seems that Outset has been invaded by Ganon's monsters, and as the one guy said, he really didn't... I think it was... No, it wasn't Abe who said that. It was Sturgeon, said they don't seem to be attacking the villagers. It seems instead they were waiting for us. What is that? Oh! That's where the light from a Moblin lantern, because there is now a Moblin over there, was clipping through the rock wall there. That was confusing. But anyway, yes, so you may remember this. Fairy Fountain Site. This spot marks the remains of an ancient fairy fountain. The legendary hero was said to come here after battle so that the fairies could ease his weariness. It was also said that whoever met with this great fairy, with the great fairy who lived here, was blessed with great fortune, so it came to be known as the Fountain of the Fortune Goddess. Well, that sounds useful. So if we blow up this here rock, we can enter the fairy fountain. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. You can now carry more rupees. Now you can hold up to 1,000 rupees. Fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. Yes, this is super helpful because, as you know, I have been overloaded on rupees for quite a while now and have gotten a lot of rupees that were of no actual use to me, so I really wanted to do this now. Despite what the King of Red Lions says, it's not incredibly difficult to come back here going forward, but it's helpful to do this as soon as you can. The morths are super annoying. Anyway, let's get out of here. I will just equip the deco leaf and take a little shortcut. Incidentally, if you go into a house or a cave or whatever on one of these islands that has a dock, the King of Red Lions, wherever you may have left him, will move to that dock. Just makes things easier. I'd like to catch Beetle while he's here. No. Slow down, slow down. I would like to catch Beetle while he's here because I have used a fair amount of all-purpose bait, and I would like to replenish my stock. Oh, customer, I've been waiting for you, you lucky person, you. Pirates sold me bombs for cheap. Now's your chance. Bye. By the way, Mr. Customer, are you acquainted with that adorable little pirate girl? You have a bashful look on your face, Mr. Customer. You can't hide it from me. Yuck. I have never heard him say that. I've played this, I don't know how many times I've played this game. I don't think I have ever heard him say that. I guess I didn't stop to see him soon enough after he first equipped bombs. I have never seen, that is really cool. So as you can see, we're still we don't need any more. Okay, so that means our bait bag is full and we're still accruing points toward the membership with him. But that's the cool thing about this game. It's got so many little details that I've been playing this game for almost 15 years. And I'm still finding stuff like that. Little bits of dialogue, little details, little pictures on walls, stuff I've never noticed before. And that is a mark of a really good game, I think, that kind of replayability. Okay, well, the King of Red Lions has marked our spots that we need to place these pearls, and 2 of them we have already registered as the Triangle Isles of the northern and eastern variety. And so I'm willing to bet this is something similar. So we want to travel northeast again. And I will meet you at the first island marked on our map. Well, here we are, and here to greet us are these things, which are basically bigger pea hats that live on the sea, which are thus called sea hats. And you can't really jump over them the way you can jump over the Georgs. You just have to... I mean, you have to kind of hope to avoid them or hit them with bombs. I don't think you can hit these guys with a boomerang. Let me see. Oh, you can. You can do the same technique as you can with pea hats. I forgot about that. And you want to take these guys out because they are really, really annoying. The good news is their attacks can't travel infinite distance. So as you saw there, that guy ran out of steam before he reached us. Oh, I can actually get those rupees now. No! Hey. Not my day. Okay, there we go. That's something. And Fishman is over here. Gives us the usual greeting. Southern Triangle Island. Well, what do you know? Famed pictographer lives far in the north of here on Windfall Island. Yeah, we know him. He's apparently real wise and talented in the ways of pictography. He's even said to have legendary pictographs that he treasures above all other things. He keeps them hidden away in a secret safe, or so they say. By the way, Small Fry, what exactly is a pictograph anyway? Well, that's good to know. So Lenzo, assuming it is Lenzo, has some legendary pictographs. So that is good to remember. We saw the ones on his walls, but apparently he keeps these ones hidden. Now, this is the first of 3 statues that we have to place the orbs, the pearls in. Wandering traveler who seeks the guidepost of the goddess, place the pearl you hold here. Now, this is one of my favorite little fun facts about this game, and I actually didn't know this for quite a while. Just take a look at this statue. Does it remind you of anything? Vaguely, in like an artistic license sense? Anyway, you placed Nehru's pearl in the ancient statue's hands. 2 pearls remain. So yeah, I mean, it's fine if it doesn't, but just remember it. Because we got to do this 2 more times, and maybe seeing maybe seeing them more will bring something to mind. You must set 1 pearl in each of the locations marked on your sea chart. At that time, the place where your courage will be tested shall become clear to us. Come, we must press on, undeterred by the rising tide of Ganon's evil designs. Oh no! Come on, Boomerang! I'm trying to get rid of these sea hats. I hear them. Where are they? There we go. Yep, these guys are annoying. So we want to continue going northeast. And then a little bit east. Is that the freaking reef again? I want to test something. So I am actually going to go back to the reef and then just go east from there. Because I'm wondering if maybe now that the sea is no longer cursed, this will have reverted back to the way I expected it to be. Because that really confused me a couple episodes ago. I guess it was the last episode. Okay, now let's see, because I could swear. I'm kind of low on bombs, though. That makes me nervous for trying this. But, no, that is so weird. I will have to look this up. Because I could have sworn there was something here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone now. I'm gonna sail east. We're gonna forget about this for the time being. Well, would you look at this? Another one of these. Oops, I went too far north. I didn't mean to do that, but while we're here, let's investigate this, because it would appear to be another fairy island. See what Fishman here has to say about it. Yep, Eastern Fairy Island. Word is they hold an auction every night over there on Windfall Island. Every night the people gather in the Hall of Wealth to amuse themselves by spending a little money. Ah, the rich. Auctions may be a race to see who can bid the highest, but I'll let you in on a little secret. The key to winning an auction is to be both patient and bold. I'm serious, Fry. From what I hear, they get some great things up on that auction block too, like heart-shaped stuff among other things. Maybe that's just a rumor. You should try it out, small fry. Might just like it. Well, that's interesting. So in that gaudy house that we broke pots and got yelled at in, it seems that they hold auctions at night. Now here is another fairy island, but I'm pretty sure we can't do anything with this now. Except I guess, actually we can. Oops, no. That's odd. I thought this was something else. Oh, no, I want to set these down. What am I doing? Losing my mind, that's what I'm doing. Whoa! A blue choo-choo. We have not seen one of these before, and it has electricity, so obviously do not strike it with a metal sword when it is emitting electricity, because that will be bad. I guess it's going to keep doing that, so one thing you can do, stun it with a boomerang. And it dropped blue chew jelly. Keep it in your spoils bag. Deep within blue choo-choos is a gelatinous essence that is said to be a magical cure-all. But unfortunately, it can't be used in its current form. Well, we know a certain mad scientist. And let's check on the post box, because it's jumping around again. Good evening. Letters for Link, we have one letter. Here's your letter. I'm sorry to disturb you with this unsolicited letter. If the following does not interest you, please throw the letter away without a second thought. But this is your big chance! Do you have need of an empty bottle, a piece of heart, or a treasure chart? We have them at special bargain prices, but we have only one of each. If you're interested, go to the shop ship over near Rock Spire Island. First come, first serve. I can't wait to serve you. To those who took the time to read this letter, please accept my humble thanks. Assistant Manager, Rock Spire Shop Ship. And he gave us a green rupee. That's worth 1 rupee. Better collect lots of them. Well, that sounds interesting. Wonder if that has anything to do with that one face on Beetle's chart that looked a little different. But there is a Korok standing here with a very withered looking little tree. Let's see what he has to say.
Hello, swordsman. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I've come here to plant the Great Deku Tree's seed. But look! Usually the forest trees sprout quite vigorously whenever you plant them, but for some reason this one has withered. I'd be willing to bet that the trees my fellow Koroks have planted are withering as well. It seems that when one tree fails to grow from its seed, all the forest trees from that year's seeds wither and fail to grow tall and mighty. What are we to do? If we are not able to nurse these trees to health, the forest will never spread, and the Great Deku Tree will slowly wither and die. Maybe if we could sprinkle the water from the forest haven on the tree, maybe then this sapling would be saved. That water is the wellspring of the Great Deku Tree's life force. Swordsman, could you go to the forest haven and get some of the water that flows around the Great Deku Tree? Could you get some and sprinkle it on this poor forest tree? Please? Please help me.
Yes, we should be able to do that. next time we're at the Forest Haven. But now, there's another great fairy! Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. You can now carry more bombs. Carry a maximum of 99 with you wherever you go. 99. I keep breaking your heart. Anyway, the fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. Yeah, so that's odd. I didn't think... I had thought there was like a... I don't know what to call it. Parallel thing, or I guess opposite. So that, you know, we got the first bomb upgrade on the southern fairy island. I kind of thought that the next one would be on the north and that east and west were something else, but I guess not. Anyway, we now want to set sail slightly southeast. And I will meet you at the next island that we need to place a pearl at. Well, here we are at Eastern Triangle Island. There again is the salvage corps. Let me see if they have anything new to say. This is where we first encountered them. Yeah, bub. Collecting treasure, bub. Oh yeah, we did this already. Alright. So, we have to place another pearl in the arms of one of these creepy statues. But if you look closely, this statue looks just slightly different than the other one. And it gives us the same message about placing the pearl. But again, looking at it, and in particular noticing the difference, does it maybe remind you of anything? You placed Farore's pearl in the ancient statue's hands. One pearl remains. Well, maybe if we... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Maybe if we look at the last one, it'll become clear what they remind us of. And so, we want to go northwest. And I will meet you at Northern Triangle Island. Okay, so here we are. Now, I'm actually not going to get too close to the statue just yet, because getting close to it will set off the cutscene, and I want to talk about these statues a little bit first, so I'm hoping it'll let me climb up here when the tide rises again. No, I guess not. So, maybe I can do it from the boat. If you're a Nintendo fan, you may have noticed that these statues... It's kind of hard to tell bobbing up and down here, I guess, maybe. Kind of look like Pikmin. A game that came out around the same time. In fact, you'll notice that the one with the green, kind of yellowish pearl had ears. The one where the red pearl is going to go has a nose, and the blue one has neither. Which, as you can see, from the picture that I am going to put up on screen right now corresponds to the different color types of Pikmin. So yes, that is a super fun little inside joke that Nintendo put into this game, and I think it's totally awesome. But anyway, we have done a lot in this episode. We met Jabun, we received the third pearl, and we have placed 2 of them, all the while stopping by 2 great fairy fountains. So I think before we place the final pearl and see what happens when we do that, we will take a break here and resume this in the next episode. And that's why it's called a cliffhanger.